NHL playoff recap, night 5. We cut back down to 3 games tonight, but it's the playoffs, so they're all still pretty good ones. The Bruins and Leafs getting us kicked off, and this was an interesting game to watch, at least the first chunk of. No goals in the first, both Swayman and Samsonov I thought pretty good. Matthew Nye scores the first goal in this one, another gritty one, as has been the case kind of the whole series so far for the Leafs. But then at the end of the period, Trent Frederick, off a play that probably could have, should have, whatever, been blown dead. At the end of the day, he puts a puck past Samsonov that has no business going in from well outside the middle of the offensive zone. No tip, no screen, nothing for Sammy. Just need a save there, 1,000%. Jake DeBrusk, a minute into the third, makes it a 2-1 game. Bertuzzi ties it just past the halfway point to bring us back to even once again. But Brad Marchand rips one past Samsonov less than 30 seconds after Bertuzzi's goal to regain the lead for Boston. And then he also scores the empty netter with just over 30 seconds to play, securing a 4-2 victory for Boston and a 2-1 series lead. I thought both goalies were okay. You definitely need a save if you're Samsonov on that one. Otherwise, he was pretty good, 30 of 33 for a 909. Swayman, though, just a little bit better, 28 of 30 for a 933. We'll be very interested to see if they once again go back to Linus Ullmark in Game 4 or if they stick with Swayman at this point, who is 2-0 in the series. 2-1 Boston after 3 games. The Stars hosting Game 2 of their series against the Golden Knights, and this was a nice little goalie battle. Robertson and Marchessault trading goals in the first. Both of these pretty nice. A nice little power play setup for Robertson's goal, and Marchessault gets a beautiful feed from Jack Eichel on the 2-on-1 to tie us at 1, headed to the second. Noah Hannafin buries the second goal of the game here with just over a minute to go in the second. This one Ottinger might want back. He's kind of down in his butterfly early. It's not the hardest shot, not the best place shot, but it gets by him to make it 2-1. And then we go goalless in the third until Jack Eichel buries the empty netter. So it is a 3-1 win for Vegas. Again, I thought both goalies were really good. Thompson, 20 of 21 and 952. He had some really good saves in this one. And Jake Ottinger, despite the loss, had some magnificent stops in this one. I thought he did everything he could to keep them in the game. Just not quite enough goal support. Again, only 21 shots on Logan Thompson here. So Vegas heads back to Vegas, up 2-0 in the series. We'll see if Dallas can start this comeback in Game 3 on Saturday. In the last game tonight, Game 2 of the Oilers and Kings series. In this one, the Kings looked really, really good to start, specifically Adrian Kempe. He scores 2 in the first 15 minutes of the game. The first one, just a wicked release from him to make it 1-0, and then bats a kind of like floater chip shot pass from Kopitar out of the air to make it 2-0. Brett Kulak rips a bomb past Cam Talbot with about 2.5 to go to make it 2-1, but less than 30 seconds later, Drew Doughty finds himself on a breakaway, sneaks it through Stuart Skinner, and it's 3-1 LA after 1. But as usual, Edmonton's offense finds its way into high gear. Dylan Holloway scoring 7:51 into the second to make it a 1-goal game. And then the lethal Edmonton power play strikes again. Hyman from Draisaitl and McDavid. What else is new? We head to the third, tied at 3, where it's another big guy for the Kings, Kevin Fiala, scoring a minute 46 in to retake the lead for them, but it doesn't last very long. Dylan Holloway's second of the game, about a minute and 45 later, ties us back up at 4. We go goalless the rest of the way in the third, and we're headed to overtime, where it's another pretty quick overtime. Just over 2 minutes in, Anze Kopitar finds himself on a breakaway, rips it past Stuart Skinner, high glove side, and they head back to LA tied at 1. I did not see this coming for LA. I figured they'd have a big bounce back game. I did not think they'd find a way to get it done, though, so it's a huge win for them. Big nights from Kempe, Kopitar, Doughty, and Fiala, of course, and Cam Talbot, not great statistically, but does enough to get it done. Stuart Skinner was not great in this one. 21 of 26 for him, an 808 save percentage. Hopefully that's just a one-and-done thing, and it's not a repeat of last year and the years prior in the playoffs, but Cam Talbot, 27 of 31 and 871 for him. Better than Game 1, and he does enough to get it done here, tying the series at 1. And that is it for Night 5. Just 2 games tonight, 2 Eastern Conference matchups, so we will talk to you guys pretty early for those.